In the time of the rising mountains, in the age when life was new, the trees were the rulers of life on earth, and the world as a forest grew. A new life found the forest, and a new life tore the land. So the dryad came to protect the wood, to stay the human's hands, singing, I am the strength of the heart and the root. I am the soul of the wood. In the time of ancient mountains, in an age no longer new, a man walked into the hardwood grove with a chainsaw and its crew. He reached for the crippled oak tree, and he waved his crew to start, when a vision leapt from the broken limb and pierced him through the heart, singing, I am the strength of the heart and the root. I am the soul of the wood. She was sun and moon and starlight. She was earth and sky and sea. She was everything that he'd ever loved, and all that he wished to be. And she sang of the elder forests, and she sang of the rustling wind, and her arms reached out from the jagged bark, reached out to pull him in, singing, I am the strength of the heart and the root. I am the soul of the wood. But the man pulled out an acorn, and he held it to her eyes, and he sang to her of birth and life, that even an oak must die. Then she knew that her tree had withered, so she turned no longer strong, and she passed away while the chainsaw roar drowned out her final song, singing, I am the strength of the heart and the root. I am the soul of the wood. In the night under ancient mountains, in the night under autumn sky, a man looks down at a rotting stump. He shakes his head and sighs, so he kneels to plant the acorn, and he hears a quiet sound, the sound of joy and the hope of spring, the new life in the ground, singing, I am the strength of the heart and the root. I am the soul of the wood, singing, I am the strength of the heart and the root. I am the soul of the wood.
My mother was cargo, but she died at my birth. I never saw her world, but they said it was Earth. The family that had owned her wanted no child of two, so the spacer said he'd keep me and make me his crew. And in all the years I've roamed, you have been my only home, the only mistress that I have known. No other would have me. And on all the wide worlds of space, no one would ever touch my face. No one would make for me a place. No other would save me. By the time I was 10, I could navigate well. I understood by then the meaning of hell. They called me a mutant on the worlds where we'd land. The spacer'd shake his head and say they don't understand. But in all the years I've roamed, you have been my only home. The only lover that I have known, no other would have me. And on all the wide worlds of space, no one would ever touch my face. No one would make for me a place, no other would save me. The spacer was my friend, but he died in my teens. He left me his ship, and he left me his dreams, to find a cargo run on the edge of our space and make a trading deal with an alien race. But in all the years I've roamed, you have been my only home. The only lover that I have known, no other would have me. And on all the wide worlds of space, no one would ever touch my face. No one would make for me a place, no other would save me. I haunted the outworlds for years at a time, waiting for the contract he was sure I would find. I never made my fortune, but I know now it's true. The only thing I ever really needed was you. And in all the years I've roamed, you have been my only home. The only mistress that I have known, no other would have me. And on all the wide worlds of space, no one would ever touch my face. No one would make for me a place, no other would save me.
Crew is back together while I sit here in command. Past troubles now are all forgot, the science station's manned. Our Vulcan's back in action, well, his duty at his post. And all is as it once was, well, then again almost. The ship is new and more than fast, exploring world to world. But a voice is raised out from the past, it comes each time we warp. The ship? Out of danger? Addressing him, I say, you save the ship. His face goes blank, his eyebrows raise, he stares at me and says, I have been and ever shall be your friend. Jim, your name is Jim. The first time that it happened, well, I figured it a fluke. He's had a year's recovery, not certified a kook. The fleet has said he's good as new, well, I have no room to doubt. Yet each time we pass sublight speed, those phrases still come out. But he's my friend, we all know that, and by my side he'll be. So I guess I'll try to humor him, and maybe soon he'll see that the ship's out of danger. Addressing him, we yell, you save the ship. Again blank-faced, his brows will raise, he'll turn to me and say, I have been and ever shall be your friend. Jim, your name is Jim. Jim, your name is Jim. I know my name is Jim.
This turn of the wheel, I found myself with you. This pause in our lives, we came together. Time seems to have slipped, our years missing a few. But we ran back the wheel, now we'll run on forever. When did we first turn and touch this life or the last? When next will we love this much? What future, what past? Until then, how to fill the hours without warm thoughts of you? Holding tightly or letting go, which kindest to do? Next turn of the wheel, I know that you'll be there. That time will be ours to share together. Till we find that place, I'll hold my bits of you, lock them in my mind, and guard the precious treasure. You taught me to give myself wholly without fear. You gave me your pleasure touch each time we were near. You showed me your smiling face. You showed me your pain. You came to me openly. Please, love, come again. This turn of the wheel, I found myself with you.
Magic white, magic green, magic silver, stardust soft upon her hair. She's pacing her garden by moonlight, fragile creature of starshine and air. The lilies that bow to her passing scent her path with the sweetest perfume. Mistress of magic and wonder, bringing enchantment to bloom. Lily white, lily gold, lily lady, dancing in her garden at dawn. The morning sun gilding lilies, graceful are her steps like a fawn. The lilies that dance in the dawn's winds echo each movement she makes. Listen, you'll hear magic music from lilies she loves as dawn breaks. Ours was the first ship to fly from the home world. Proudly we lifted to space we would go. And mine were the eyes that first saw the new planet. Azure and emerald she beckoned below. proudly we landed and planted our banners, proclaiming to all that new world we were there. And then we set out to discover her bounty, anxious and eager with no trace of fear. There in the clearing we found a strange vessel. The crew had been dead for a century or more, and though we searched hard, well, we never discovered any sign there of damage or shortage or war. Long did we wonder and long did we ponder. We recorded the details to add to our store, and then we prepared to depart from that planet, to find we'd been trapped just like those come before. Some power on that planet was like a strong magnet to bind us forever. We found out too late, so we send out this message, hoping that others will not come here and in the end share the same fate.
Yes, we share the old blood, my poor confused friend. Me in my denim, you in your lace. We're as alike as the raven and wren. But come, let us fly to a seldom seen place, to ELVENHOME, in deep wooded mountains, to ELVENHOME, with cool glades and fountains, a place to dance in circles, a refuge without tears, a resting place where you can forget your former human fears. Sudden transition has filled you with dread. You're finding your stars and the songs that they sing. How best to explain the strange lights in your head? The answer might come if I hurry and bring you to ELVENHOME, where wild hawks befriend you. To ELVENHOME, where we can defend you from those who chain your spirit, from those who'd rape your soul, from those who'll never understand that being elven is being whole. I've waited too long, a change came too fast. The tyrant you're bound to has sprung in surprise. My stars tilt and tumble, our world sliding past. He's beating the glimmer light out of your eyes. I hear your mind screaming, I answer your plea. I reach for my stars, but my stars are nowhere. My elven friends gather, and when they've saved me, we're racing to find you and take you from there to ELVENHOME. No light in your window, I jump from the car. The hallway is silent, your door is unlocked. I search through the wreckage to find where you are. Your body is broken, your mind is in shock. We carry you out, you are leaving for good. But the tormentor follows and he has a gun. You may know his weapon, but I know the wood. A shot stings my shoulder, I think he has won. Help me, ELVENHOME. He's aiming right at me when Hawk finds the mark. The gun in its talons, it streaks through the air. I search for my stars in the vast empty dark. I find them and bind him with power undared in ELVENHOME. I came close to killing that worm of a man. Instead I decided on torture sublime, imprisoned his mind in the bleak starless span, where he'd driven you with his hideous crime, while ELVENHOME was healing your spirit, while ELVENHOME drew you ever near it. An hour he spent in that hell space, and when I released him he cried. I swore that if he should return to this place, I'd send him back there and I'd lead him inside. Then a friend who's been elven much longer than I cooled my hot rage by making me see that by touching the beast with the power I'd let fly, I sparked his old blood, he would soon be like me, one of ELVENHOME, a lost wandering brother, needing ELVENHOME. He too would discover his own star so special, and their own haunting songs, and somehow I knew he must not be alone. Mine is the trial to help him along to ELVENHOME, ELVENHOME, to ELVENHOME, ELVENHOME.
In the days of the old covered wagon, when they camped on the flat for the night, with the stars growing dim on the old high horn rim, they'd watch for the crown moon fly. High on a mountain and down in the valleys below, it shines like the crown of an angel and fades like a mist come and go. Way over yonder, night after night until dawn, a faithful slave come back from the grave, searching, searching for his master long gone, gone. Long years ago a southern planter came hunting in this wild lands alone. Here, so they say, the hunter lost his way and never returned to his home. The trusty old slave brought a lantern and searched but in vain day and night. The old slave is gone, but his spirit wanders on, and the old lantern still casts its light. High on a mountain and down in the valleys below, it shines like the crown of an angel and fades like the mist comes and goes. Way over yonder, night after night until dawn, a faithful old slave come back from the grave, searching, searching for his master long gone, gone. A faithful old slave come back from the grave, searching, searching for his master is long gone, gone. For his master is long gone, gone.
Once I was a proper wife with a proper hearth and home, but there I found no good in life, no worth I could call my own. From my father's house to my husband's house I was bartered, bought and sold. They thought that I should be content because my lord had gold. He promised he would cherish me, but I found that was not so. As quickly as he could be away, off to the fields he'd go. So day by day in his empty world, his caretaker I became. I kept his house and I warmed his bed, still he shared nothing but his name. And then one day to my own back door came a gypsy rover who would speak to me of the wide green fields and the place where the starfire drew. He spoke to me of the wagon wheels as they restlessly click on the stone, and he spoke to me of my own free will. It was then that I left my home. Many the miles I have gone since then, and too many years go by. He left me for some other love, but then other loves had I. Now I must so ragged go, bare feet upon the ground, no feather bed to comfort me when I choose to lie down. But though I have known good and ill, despair in love and strife, never would I return again to seek my former life. No, never would I return again to seek my former life.
When I was just a baby, I'd sit on Granny's knee and listen to the stories that she loved to tell to me about the day her mama saw a biplane in the sky. The pilot stormed their barn and said, "Hey, lady, you wanna fly?" Her daddy yelled, "If man should fly, God would have given wings." Great grandma called back, "Pray for me, I've sprouted feathered things. Strap me in that fine machine and watch me fly. I'm a creature bound to earth who longs for sky. You say I'm not soaring folk. Spin the prop and watch my smoke. You can go to hell, I'm going for broke. I've gotta try." She told me how her husband Tim went off to fight the war. While most were going infantry, he begged for the 8th Air Corps. He learned to fly at Oklahoma's pilot training school. They shipped him off to England to join the fearless fools. He was to steer B-17s that fly in Fortress slow. He thought, "We'll make great targets for them Jerry's down below." But strap me in that fine machine and watch me fly. I'm a creature bound to earth who longs for sky. You say I'm not soaring folk. Spin the prop and watch my smoke. You can go to hell, I'm going for broke. I've gotta try. My daddy fell for whirly birds that hovered way up high. He flew the evac choppers in a shrapnel Korean sky. We bought the little Piper Cub when I was 4 or so, and I was only 6 when I flew my first touch and go. Now you might say that being airborne's sorta in my blood. Mom says that she conceived me when she joined the Mile High Club. Strap me in that fine machine and watch me fly. I'm a creature bound to earth who longs for sky. You say I'm not soaring folk. Spin the prop and watch my smoke. You can go to hell, I'm going for broke. I've gotta try. closer, child of mine, there's something you must hear. I watched it on the Late Late Show. They opened space today. I booked 2 first-class seats for us on TWA. We're zipping down to Florida to take that shuttle flight. So pack your bags, we're off for space tonight. And strap us in that fine machine and watch us fly. We're creatures bound to earth who long for sky. You say we're not spacing folk, light that candle and watch our smoke. You can go to hell, we're going for broke, we've gotta try. And so we're off for lunar land, Grandma and I.
Twin suns beat down upon a small adobe home. Memories befall me now as thoughts begin to roam. My father died when I was young, or so my uncle told. A navigator on a freighter, a spacebound death so cold. And you were the best star pilot in the galaxy. I idolized you, fantasized you, dreamed to be like you. Dark and pain reeks down my arm, my hand no longer there. The wielder of the sword was you. Did you even care what evil had possessed you? What darkness had you served that you could do this to your son? Is this what I deserve? What happened to the best star pilot in the galaxy? A mask to cover up the other side I couldn't see. Now I stand before you, my will unbreakable. But still I loved you deep inside. I knew you weren't cruel. You saved my life, your soul was free. Through death a battle won. And as you burn before me now, I'm proud to be your son. And you are still the best star pilot in the galaxy. The good prevailed, from death you sailed to the other side. Yes, you are still the best star pilot in the galaxy. I'll idolize you, fantasize you, and hold you high.
Fall now reminds us all we just begun.
dreams on a firebird's wings, tossed it into space so clear, watched it fly, then we watched it die. Time for tears. Those who dare tried to mount the air on a phoenix crimson wings, measure gains and then count the pains flight may bring. Time has passed since the fiery blast crushed our hopes and made us grieve. Tears have dried, but the ache inside never leaves. Challenger, golden phoenix, left the world in smoke and flame. From the ashes another rises again. Challenger, golden phoenix, left the world in smoke and flame. From the ashes another rises
Princess, princess, have you seen the ancient temple robed in green, cisterned by a marble stair? Here Anu is waiting there. Princess, princess, long you wait till you dare the garden gate. Patient as a serpent he, chained by ancient sorcery. Princess, princess, as you pass with your globe of golden glass, every footstep he can hear, here Anu knows you draw near. Princess, princess, lost your toy, lost with it your hope and joy. Fatal words you uttered then, give me back my ball again. Princess, princess, run away, fearing what you cannot say, but the one you cannot flee calls your princess summoned me. Princess, princess, there he stands, arcane magic he commands. Rakshasa he may well be, a princely lord is all you see. Princess, princess, now wife, he will love you all your life. See him change before your eyes. Princess, no one hears your cries.
The miles are long that stretch between us, and this moment we were together. The day you left for Luna Dawn, I fear the cold, I fear the darkness, I fear this place that you call home. But more than death, I do fear the distance that forces us to live alone. My roots are deep in Terran soil. My love for you still deeper grown, and I am torn between home and lover, to stay in safety or to roam. A ship stands waiting on the launch pad. The choices now must be my own. Oh, love, please wait. I will make the journey that leads to love on Luna Dawn. The moon draws close, the ship it docks. I see the earth, my former home. I see my lover there awaiting. I see my life on Luna Dawn. I see my life on Luna Dawn.
Save a tree and eat a beaver, that was what the bumper sticker said. So I went out looking for a beaver to eat. I met a forest ranger who said they were endangered, and the worst of it is, I don't even like meat. Ecology, ecology, whatever will become of me. Split wood and not the atom, that was what another sticker said. I decided with sadness that logic had ceased. Since the beavers are endangered, I guess it's not so strange that nobody gives a damn anymore for the trees. Ecology, ecology, whatever will become of me. Nuke the whales, not the commies, and other crazy things like this, I guess is what the next bumper stickers will be. My sanity's endangered, I guess it's not so strange that nobody gives a damn anymore about me.
I bid farewell to the whirling walls of Pell, my home away from home. On the decks of cold Pell I came of age, when first I started roaming. And the spiral spins forever there, and it shines like gold in the darkness. Never had the blues from whence I came, but in Station Pell I got 'em. Talk to me of planet Terra, closing my eyes I hear the sea. Must I wait? Must I follow? Won't you say, come with me? And it's time to set the nav for jump points far out on the darkling plain, speeding into the blackness and on to another station, out to where but the comp will lead. And let the stars rise ever changing, I long to watch it from the shore, to see the sun rise over the redwoods. I'll rise with it till I rise no more. Talk to me of planet Terra, closing my eyes I hear the sea. Must I wait? Must I follow? Won't you say, come with me?
Yes, here I wait. Come approach me, why do you hesitate? Do you sense the strength beneath my armor plate? Or can you feel my deathless hate, and the hunger that no mortal thing can sate, nor abate? So, draw you near, how I yearn to feel your greed and fear. When you enter my lair, no light can ever cheer. Did you know you would find me here? Will you cry in flight when I first appear? I will cheer. See, I am old, and I think that you were never told. For I see you shake in fear as you behold the place little man you are, no longer bold. Fear is cold. Yes, now you see every evil the world distilled in me. Within my gaze I shall not set you free, though you struggle at last in fear to flee. It will do no good, but I hear your plea. Feel my glee. Stay, come you nigh, come approach the nest in which I lie. You can't escape however much you try, and I savor every tear and cry. You are mine, though you can't guess the reason why. Now you die.
Years ago I used to watch the stars so clear and bright, and dream of worlds no man had seen, a dreamin' of starflight. But years have gone and still I dream in the dark and silent night. But my children yet can catch that dream, I hope, and make it right. For time is leaving swiftly, running ever on, and dreams take work and hope and love, and time goes ever on. My children yet may touch the stars that I will never know. The dream become reality, and mankind outward go. The future beckons brightly, a calling clear and sweet, to travel out beyond our world, adventure there to meet. But planet-bound I stand and hear the stars' sweet ringing song. Though my feet are locked down to this earth, my soul does outward long. And time is leaving swiftly, running ever on, and dreams take work and hope and love, and time goes ever on. My children yet may touch the stars that I will never know. The dream become reality, and mankind outward go. But daylight comes, the stars do fade, and I am left alone. No time is left this people now to make the stars their own. The children of our future now must lift their spirits high, and conquer hate, rebuild with love, then to the stars they'll fly. For time is leaving swiftly, running ever on, and dreams take work and hope and love, and time goes ever on. My children yet may touch the stars that I will never know. The dream become reality, and mankind outward go.
have touched on distant soil, seen the starlight unobscured. This vision draws us ever onward to see their promises assured. Our future's waiting there, our days bright with promise, and with our willing minds we'll build the truth out of our fantasy. They say the planets are forbidding, that space is dark and deep and cold, and yet some hope will draw us outward, beyond the memories we hold. Our future's waiting there, our days bright with promise, and with our willing hearts we'll build the truth out of our fantasy. No, I will never see tomorrow, to walk beyond our verdant home. Yet with my race I journey skyward, and all my dreams shall carry on. Our future's waiting there, our days bright with promise, and with our willing hands we'll build the truth out of our fantasy.
$12,500,000 people and more are staring and wishing the truth from their eyes. A brilliant white cloud blossoms over the shore, and 7 stars are in the sky. Students sitting in stunned disbelief, watching their teachers say goodbye. Their cheers of joy are now silenced in grief. 7 stars are in the sky. Families, children, parents, and mates all gape at the screen, too stricken to cry, watching their loved ones rendezvous with their fates. 7 stars are in the sky. Those at Canaveral manning the base, at Rockwell, at Houston, at Edwards, all try to keep their eyes clear through the vigil they face. 7 stars are in the sky. fallen tree as word spreads like fire from multitudes holding their breath comes a sigh, the howl of a wind on a funeral pyre. 7 stars are in the sky, and I this bright morning have naught to impart. No anger, no weeping, no voice screaming. Why? A cold hand from space has taken my heart, and 7 new stars are in the sky.